Hi, welcome back to Garden Glow Up. This is episode 2 of the series Amy's Garden. If you love gardens and design, you're in the right place. On Garden Glow Up, that's exactly what we do. We look at the before and after of garden designs. We're kicking off the channel by looking at my very own garden. There were 3 big issues with this garden. 1, a total lack of interest. There was no focal point, nothing calling the viewer into this area. 2, it was a very large space to fill, so it was going to take a lot of effort. 3, it's totally disconnected from the rest of the house. The only point of contact with this garden is my bedroom window that overlooks this garden. So that was a big motivation in making it look beautiful. So let's take a look at how this garden started. Did you see the 2 hibiscus? They were so small. That was approximately 2 years ago. Now they're taller than I am. So let's take a look at the layout of this garden and see what we can do. For the layout of this garden, I'm going to put a curving path. I'm going to use stepping stones to create this curve. Because of the rangoon creeper, I'm going to focus on red, whites, and pinks. This dotted line represents the view into the garden from the rest of the yard. It's slightly closed off, and I would like to use plants to create a wall. This way, the viewer is required to go along the path to experience the garden. This line here represents my bedroom window. I'm going to put a pond here as a focal point for the window. This line here represents the gate into the garden. I'm going to leave that area clear so that I can still use the gate as an entry should I ever need it. So this is what it looks like after implementing the layout and planting the garden. That when I planted it, it established and it was beautiful, and over the winter it died back. So now I need to figure out what I'm going to put that can offset itself with the lantana so that I have successive interest in the garden. Look what I found hiding in the flowers. The mystery plant is still just that, a mystery. I've put this plant on Instagram. Some of you have commented saying, are you sure it's not a roselle hibiscus? I don't think it is. When I've seen other hibiscus in my garden, they grow up so big, they grow up so fast, they deal with full sun just fine. This particular plant in full sun did die. I had to put it closer to the fence And the fence does provide some protection, and so it has done well there, but in terms of being in full sun, it couldn't do it. And when you look at the pictures of Roselle, the petals are thick and fleshy. When you look at the petals of this flower, they are thin and feathery. So I don't think it's a Roselle hibiscus. I'm open to being wrong, but if anybody knows what this plant is, feel free to comment, give me your ideas. I absolutely love it and would love to know more about it so that I could plant it somewhere else and see success with it. So I have a question for you. Have you ever planted a full sun garden? If you have, what did you plant in your winter display? You can comment in the box below, or you can tag us in pictures on Instagram. We're on Instagram and upload daily stories of what's going on in the garden. Before you leave, would you like to see what the garden looked like last summer when it was establishing? It's very different than the garden you just saw, but it's a real look at a garden that has just been planted. So, okay, now my son's being carried. He's feeling better. So this lantana is doing absolutely gorgeous. There's a butterfly that agrees with me. And look at these colors. Okay, so this has kind of become a shrub. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm just gonna let it grow because I thought it would be one of the bigger plants, but it's just kind of spreading out and I really like it, so I'm gonna let it. So here, just a ton of grass. I'm gonna have to go over it again tomorrow. Okay, look, so now we have this penta, which has been doing fantastic ever since I put it on the ground. And here is the Chinese lantern, which it has done well in the past, and it seems like the rain has done it well, but it didn't actually compete all that well with the grass. The grass is taking it over. These vines from behind it constantly latch onto it, which kind of scares me because I love it. And even though I love these vines, I don't want it to take that over. Oh, also another milkweed, also doing well. Okay, so what else do we got? Hibiscus doing well. Vines doing well. There's some wild coffee there that is, again, not doing as well as I thought it would. Here's the pond, which needs some love and may very well be relocated. And I don't know if you remember, but I had put a gravel walkway here and it is overgrown with grass. And one of the reasons I wanted a gravel walkway was to not have to deal with the grass. So I'm a little upset about this, and I'm gonna see what I do because I don't think it makes sense to have grass here, and the gravel walkway was supposed to limit that. There's a layer of sand underneath. I mean, I thought I did my job well, but this is not proof of that. So let's see what happens next. And as I'm talking to you, the lily pads have a flower. This has only happened once before, so this is very exciting. Do you like the fishies? Okay, so lots of stuff going on, and the lily pads are spreading, which makes me very happy. And I don't know if you can see, but there's fish and there's tadpoles and two little butterflies to say goodbye. All right. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed my full sun garden. For my next video, I'll be uploading one of my 2 kitchen gardens. I'm not sure which yet, but if you like and subscribe, YouTube will let you know when I upload the video. I hope to see you here again soon. Bye.